Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel T-Spot. In this video, Outlander Season 7 is steadily building to the Battle of Saratoga during the American Revolution. Before we get there, Claire and Jamie must contend with Fort Ticonderoga collapsing to the British troops, with whom William has been reunited while Brianna and Roger investigate time travel in 1980. In the latest Outlander episode, Where the Waters Meet, what adventures await the character? Let's review. British Army custody. Outlander begins with William landing at Fort Ticonderoga. General Simon Fraser informs him that Captain Richardson, who dispatched him on the letter delivery assignment 2 episodes earlier, will come shortly. He discovers the British Army is planning to isolate New England from the colonies. Claire, Jamie, and others escaped safely near the fort, but they must keep running to outrun the British forces. Claire worries that their party includes unfit travelers. Young Ian and Jamie take care of the soldiers who pretend to be Native Americans yelling, while Claire searches for Mrs. Raven, who is scared of the indigenous. She finds the unfortunate girl, but Mrs. Raven puts a pistol to her head and pulls the trigger before she can comfort her. The Red Goats capture Claire before she can comprehend what occurred. Jamie and Ian meet Denzel Hunter, who tells them Claire is missing after killing numerous British troops. Jamie and Ian travel to the fort to retrieve his bride. Time traveler turned teacher, Roger visits Jimmy's school and talks to the headmaster after discovering that his son's teacher harassed him for speaking Gaelic in the prior episode. The latter agrees with Roger on the importance of preserving Highland culture and explains that Jimmy's teacher's reaction was a symptom of a larger problem. Parents insisting that their children speak good English to get good jobs and leave the Highlands. The headmaster agrees with Roger that Highlands should be cherished. He even offers Roger a lesson on the subject. Later, Roger and Brianna discuss the portal-like object she saw in the Dan tunnels in the previous episode in Lullabrock. Roger jokingly calls his notes the Hitchhiker's Guide for Time Travelers, while Bri describes the buzzing and what she saw. They proposed that a neighboring stone circle and ley line produce this gateway. Roger says their estimation is good. Roger is late for Gaelic class, so they can't probe more. Roger teaches youngsters and their families the Gaelic and Highland tunes in a kilt. Roger accepts the headmaster's invitation to regularly promote Gaelic at school after class. He meets Breeze Hazer, Rob Cameron. Roger receives his time travel notebook, which got mixed up with the hymns Roger was distributing around in class. Roger is surprised that Rob read the notepad, but invites him to supper at Lullabreak. That should be fun. Fort Ticonderoga again. Claire promptly cares for the other prisoners at Fort Ticonderoga and asks the British troops for food and drink when she returns. She even sees Walter, her patient from the rebel fort. But Walter is sick, and Claire suspects an embolism caused by his amputation. Despite Claire's efforts, Walter dies. William tells Captain Richardson he misplaced his horse and the letters he was supposed to bring. The captain acknowledges that the letters were sent to spies who required the information. But he tells William that Ward is long, and he will have a chance to make up for it. William encounters Claire, who is determined to acquire visions for the inmates and his red goat. He recognizes her from his childhood visits to Fraser's Ridge and pledges to help. Later, William brings Claire plants, supplies, and whiskey. Jamie and Ian plan to rescue Claire outside the fort. Ian volunteers to walk inside the fort for Jamie, pretending to with the Mohawks who have joined the British troops. After convincing his uncle, William spots him near Fort Ticonderoga. William praises Ian for sparing his life and says he owes him. William remembers Ian telling him they met at Fraser's Ridge and that his uncle is James Fraser. Thus, Claire and he are linked. William intervenes when he realizes Ian is here to rescue Claire, but Jamie is distracting them with fire-lit arrows within the fort. Ian and Claire ask William to let them leave, which he does because Ian rescued him and Claire saved Lord John. However, he warns Ian that he may not be as accommodating next time. New issues. After escaping Fort Ticonderoga, Claire, Jamie, and Ian arrive at the rebel camp many days later. Ian reunites with Rollo, his dog, and Rachel Hunter, whom he appears to like but cannot express. Jamie encounters Colonel Daniel Morgan, who is intrigued by Jamie's rifle abilities and invites him to join his riflemen. Later that day, Jamie informs Claire he agreed and that Scotland must wait since he can't stop the rebel war yet. Claire recognizes Jamie's desire to participate in the Battle of Saratoga, a turning point for the Americans. Although Claire is encouraged that Jamie will be further from conflict as a rifleman, the two debate fighting for what they believe in dying. Jamie says he's not frightened of dying anymore since he's lived a happy life, but he's worried about shortening a young man's life with his pistol. That scenario suggests that Jamie will have to shoot a young soldier, maybe William. The program ended this week without this worrying idea. Roger is dancing to Scottish music in Lallebrock's kitchen when he sees someone observing him through the window. Roger runs outdoors to capture Jemmy and Mandy, who must be this person. He captures Buck McKenzie, the illegitimate son of Dougal McKenzie, and time traveler Jellies Duncan, Roger's distant ancestor. Let us know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you for watching. See you soon.